Hola a todos. Here is an introduction to Spanish. Spanish is a really important language that's spoken by millions of people around the world, and it originates from a country in Europe called Spain, which is this blue country here. But Spanish is not only spoken in Spain in Europe. There are many other countries where Spanish is spoken too. Spanish is also spoken in Central America, in places like Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. And not only in Central America, but also in the Caribbean islands as well, like Cuba and the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. But also in South America, we have Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, and Chile. Here we can see a map of Spain. And in this map of Spain, we can see different towns and cities. Spain is in Europe and it borders France in the north, and it has a country on the left-hand side of it called Portugal, a small country called Portugal. Now, Spanish is not just spoken, as we have already discovered, in Spain, but it's also spoken in the Balearic Islands, such as Mallorca, Menorca, Ibiza, and then in the Canary Islands as well. We have Fuerteventura, Lanzarote, we have Tenerife and Gran Canaria. So there are many different countries around the world where Spanish is spoken. Now here we can see a picture of the Spanish flag. So the Spanish flag is identified with rojo, amarillo, and rojo. So red, yellow, and red, with its emblem in the middle. And I'll talk about the resemblance and the importance of this crown in a minute. So looking at the crown on the Spanish flag itself, Spain has a king and a queen. The king, who is the current king of Spain, is called King Felipe VI. This lady here is his wife. She is the queen, Queen Letizia. And they are role models in their country. Madrid. Madrid is the name of the capital city in Spain. In Spain, there are many cities and towns and villages, and each of those towns, cities, and villages are in different areas of the country. Madrid, as we know, is the capital, and it's right in the center of Spain. Spanish culture is really popular for its bullfighting. Toro, los toros, the bulls. And here we can see an image of one of the bullfighters here in what they wear and the cape that they use to attract the bulls. We also have the flamenco dancer in her beautiful dress, her high-heeled shoes, and we always usually have a man playing the guitar to the music as well. And she's holding her hand like ballet in a way, but she sometimes uses the instruments called castanets as well to make the clunk, clunk, clunk sound too. Paella is a traditional Spanish dish, and it's made from rice, and it sometimes has shrimps and prawns and mussels included too, and it's very scrumptious. And each area in Spain in particular, each region has a typical dish of paella related to where they are. Naranjas, oranges, very, very popular in Spain, Spanish-speaking countries. We have orange trees which grow oranges, which of course all of the locals and tourists love to take because they're so yummy and juicy. Here are some Spanish phrases. So not only am I trying to introduce you to a little bit about Spain and its Spanish culture, but also introducing you to some of the key phrases as well. Buenos dias is good morning. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas noches, good night or good evening. ¿Hablas español? Do you speak Spanish? We have some key phrases here that I just want to introduce to you. Buenos dias, good morning, as we've discovered already. Buenas noches, good night. Por favor, please. Claro, certainly or okay. Hola, hello. Venga, come on, let's go. Gracias, thank you. Vamos, let's go. ¿Qué tal? How are you? How are you feeling? Besos, kisses. Adios, goodbye. And siesta. It's siesta time. It's time for sleeping. So introducing you to some of the key phrases in Spanish, some really important phrases there as well. If you would like to learn Spanish a little bit more, some of you have already used our Linguiscope website that we use in school for French. However, on Linguiscope, you can actually click on, for example, this is the elementary part where you would normally click on the ooh la la for French. This time you would click on the caramba, okay? Caramba is the Spanish part. To enter into Linguiscope, the username is Repton and the password is Guten Tag. And here we have many different topics and words and phrases that you can play around with if you would like. Muchas gracias. I hope you enjoyed your introduction to Spanish and I look forward to hearing some of your words in lessons. What Spanish facts or words or phrases can you tell or share with others